Hey, we're here with Claudio today. Claudio is living it up in Florida right now, aren't you, Claudio, in your camper van? Living the free life.
Hi, Karen. How you doing?
Yeah, Claudio and I've got together to have a little bit of a chat today. And maybe a few things we haven't talked about, because we haven't had one for a little while, have we?
No, it's been a while.
No, you've been
Been
buying
a while,
you've been
sister.
buying camper vans and living the free life.
Well, not Vans, just one RV.
Yeah, you got quite a nice one, haven't you?
It's all right. It's old, needs some work, but it's nice. Yeah.
Because you're kind of telling me that you'd rather buy that than spend all that money on rent. That's a good idea, and I think you live in a place that's warm enough to do that, aren't you? I mean, right now it is a little bit cold here today. It's been raining all day, but you live
Oh,
in
it's been raining here too.
it's very nice where you live, isn't it?
Right now it's nicer, but it's still cloudy and was raining all day. But it's I guess it'd be like 15 Celsius. You guys are
But
in
you've
Celsius, right?
done this for a reason, haven't you, Claudia? You've done it so that you can see your grandchildren.
Right. But you know what? The synchronicities and the deja vus and just knowing we're meant to be here is incredible.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
Just
I'm pleased.
know.
I'm pleased for you. Very, very
Yeah.
pleased for you, Claudio. I'm really pleased that
Well,
you
thank you.
sorted out,
Thank you.
because I know it must have been a bit of a sort of stressful thing. Because Claudio has his own home. Do you rent it out or something, or did you sell it? I can't remember now.
No, no, no. We still have the home in Windsor. Kathy's mom, my mother-in-law, lives there.
Yeah, so someone's living in your home, but you decided with the stupid lockdown and everything to come to Florida so you could see your grandchildren, and that's what
That's
you've been
right.
doing. And it's been a little bit tough, hasn't it, living this sort of.
No, no. It's you know what? I've learned to live within my means, so it's no, it's good. It's all right. It
But
was a
now,
couple
but now
moments
you're a
there
man.
where
Now you're a
I
man. Now you're a man to be reckoned with, Claudia, because you've got your own home.
well, it's a motor home now. All our stuff is in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like somebody can say, "You got to go now." Well, but they do that. It's called go to park, but that's all right. That's all right. It's kind of cool.
Well,
We're in the
I
middle
don't know if you're only
of
interested, but I don't know if you know who he is, but his name's Angel. He's Angel Geezer. He does about pyramids and that. He's in a camp. He's camper vanning out in Florida at the moment, but I know it's a big state. He probably won't bump into them. But he's out
oh
in
wow.
Florida as well in a camper van with his
Well, you never
girlfriend.
know what city.
Yeah. Maybe what it is I'll message him and see where he is, and I'll tell you where he is.
Okay, sounds good.
Because you know he'd like to build his own pyramid to see if it does what he thinks it does. But anyway, and you're into all this
Uh,
stuff because we can see all the little symbols all over the videos. So tell us.
yeah.
Obviously, it's probably been about 6-7 months since we've actually had a hangout, and I can see a few videos on here, Claudio. So tell me what you've been doing then.
What I've been doing, sharing truth like you, sister. Continuously sharing truth.
And how much further down this
And
horrible place are we so that we can get rid of them and be in a new world?
right. So that's the fall of Babylon, which is on the Egyptian walls, and it's April 15th, 2023. It's written in the sky. That's each
Is that when you think
individual
it is?
person
Is
will
that when you
have
think it
a
is? Because I think it's in the sort of about the War of the Roses time, and that would fit into the 1551. You know, Henry VIII, Elizabeth I, somewhere around there was when this big catastrophe happened.
yeah. That was the same time when they added 10 days to the calendar. So it was just we have all these little mini awakenings until the big awakenings, and this is the big awakening. So there is no fooling anymore. We won't get fooled again by the Who, right? Yeah, no, it's over. It's a beautiful knowing. You struggle for words how to tell people this is actually happening, and that's what we've been showing. We've been showing all the proof. We did a quick video, which we're going to do another one, a little more explanatory, and we're throwing it in a book that's going to be for free. The math of this happens every 558 years. We all get little mini revelations, but then we seem to forget. But that only happens in the Piscean age. So now we don't forget and we move forward. And that's why you got the whole world now standing up peacefully. Why? That's what it is. It's about love now. That's Age of Aquarius. We all get cleansed. We all get cleansed of our sins, right? John the Baptist. So it's happening. So I just keep showing over and over again the absolute truth. How can when Eris Isis goes retrograde, the River Nile floods? How many people know that? That one thing that NASA calls an asteroid or a dwarf planet, I don't remember what they call her. That's the story of Isis when she goes to the underworld and then she becomes visible again. When that beautiful thing goes direct and retrograde, there's two important dates. When she goes retrograde, the River Nile floods. That's very symbolic. How can only
doesn't the water there flow the wrong way or something? Doesn't the Nile sometimes go the wrong way? It changes direction or something.
Yeah, they say that, yes. They say that. It's the mother's period. She goes retrograde and the River Nile floods. Around July 21st right now. And then when she goes direct every January the 11th, well, if you take out the 10 days the Vatican added, it's January the 1st. So January the 1st, the true January the 1st, the beginning of that year, the celebration of making New Year's resolution was supposed to be to the mother, to Isis. You're supposed to be making a promise, a vow about love, one love. So that's what we've been pumping out, and the proof that it happens in every 558 years. We've had every 558 years she meets with the sun at 0 point Aries with the north node at her feet. That's Revelation 12:1. Behold, in the heavens, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet. Every 558 years, go look at it. It's at 0 point Aries. And that exact alignment happens every 558 years.
So, but does that mean that we go through some reset every 558 years then?
Many ones, but the last four we had were one going from Aries into Pisces. That's where we basically lose our connection, our strong connection with spirit. Then we're doing mini 558 ones because it takes 4 per age. So we've had 3 more. Now this is going to be the 5th sun. The Mayans and a lot of people are saying that it's the 6th sun. It's the 5th. It's the 5th sun. This is where we're going into the age of Aquarius. So yes, we all get enlightened, sister. It's a reset, but not, we don't have to make it sound so computeristic or futuristic. It's a reset back to love. Back to the love of the mother. What man is called God, but no, if you study the metaphysics in the Bible, you'll see that God really means all of us are gods. We're manifestors. We have the ability to create our life. And that's why we keep going through reincarnations till we get it right. And that's called karma. So that's all being washed away now because we get revealed that this is actually what's happening to us. And that means, okay, guys, cut, time out, stop, everybody. It's time to go home now. Mother's reeling us in back to one love. And that's why you see happening around the whole world. Everybody's standing up. It's a beautiful thing. It is astrological.
Well, do you know something? Claudio, you can have the big house, you can have lots of money, but if you don't get it in your brain, the freedom or the peace, then the money and everything is worthless. And once you find it in your brain or your mind or your heart, then you're a millionaire.
Exactly.
I've got a book here. It says, would you swap your life for $1 million? No, you won't. So you're already a millionaire in worth.
Yeah. We're wealthy.
But we just don't realise it. Yeah, we don't realise it.
That's right. We're chasing material.
Yeah, that's right. We always put more significance on other things. But when you do find it, because you're in love with your wife, aren't you? Not everybody's in love with their partner or has problems, but you're in love with your wife, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's different, isn't it?
Well, yes, it can be different, but it's just a realization that for those, because I've been through different times in my life where it wasn't always rosy, but when you start realizing and watching that, and I see it now more than ever, and I've personally experienced it, is that if we don't fix what's happening within us, that same scenario keeps repeating itself to us over and over and over again. It goes with relationships, it goes to personal things, it goes to hygiene, it goes to health. It's all of the above. We got to realize that our situation, if it keeps repeating, it's something we got to change, not what the other people got to change. That's karma. That's what we've been going through. But we get to the point now that it's revealed to us. So we know the type of gods we are and the type of gods we can be if we're in the Piscean age with the least amount of love. We're not so nice. So now we have the option and the revelation to know that it's things we have to fix ourselves because they're all karmic. There's karmic good and there's karmic pay you later. And we've all done a lot of the pay you later.
Buy now, pay
Once
later.
you get through that,
Christian,
awesome.
Claudio, buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think though, if you do or you're in love with someone, that does change things a bit though, Claudio. It does. Not everybody's lucky to have that. You are.
Yeah, everybody can have it.
Yes.
Everybody can have it. That's what Age of Aquarius brings to us, the revelation that, yeah, everybody gets to have it now. Everybody gets to have it.
Yeah, this is the time. Reach out for love.
Right, but you got to imagine your way through it. I keep telling you, there's some people that we both know that just won't stop making bad images, bad vibrations through his body, through her actions, his, whoever it is. There's many doing it. The more you allow those images in, it manifests your reality. If you only let loving images in, loving images out, and then loving words and actions out, it comes back to you. That's the goddess that you are and the gods that you are. It's working so well, and you have that ability. But we have this underlying issue of not wanting to let go of those old images. That's what the love of the mother brings back and saying, it's okay. You can think positive now. Love is happening all around you. We're being induced by the infinite G in the sky. And you can see it happening all around you. Look at the whole world is now supporting each other in convoys. They're partying in the streets. One of the people that shares our room in Metaphysics in the Bible has gone 3 times to Ottawa now, his 3rd weekend. He says he can't get enough. He says the love that's there is so incredible, you can't explain it in words, the feeling. That's what Age of Aquarius brings. We got 14 months before the Phoenix Rising, and the Phoenix Rising is about each and every one of you getting a new you, the new sun. The mother comes to save
everything that you're saying, Claudio, if you don't do the homework or you don't understand what it is, in 14 months' time, there's going to be a big hole for you if you don't understand it all, isn't it then? If you just, I rely on that, I'll rely on them, I'll rely on them. If you don't do the work yourself, then in 14 months, there's just going to be a hole, isn't there?
No,
I know what you're saying.
Nobody gets forgotten about.
I know what you're saying.
Nobody gets forgotten about. It's like a whole bunch of steel balls. When a magnet comes by, every one of them gets picked up.
Oh, right. Does that mean that, say for you, because you're in love and you're happy, you don't like bad words, you're trying to always enforce goodness and happiness. So do you think you'll get an A and just say someone who doesn't will get an F and they'll be down there still at this time?
No.
No? Everybody's going to be cleansed.
Let me say it again. when the magnet goes by, a whole bunch of steel balls, it picks them all up. That law of attraction is not attraction. It is the mother bringing you back home. That's what it is. It's a field. It's this love. It's everything physical is metaphysical. That ether that everybody talks about is pure love. And so everybody gets induced. The whole world, everybody around you, everybody's gonna be loving. It just happens. So there won't be no A's and F's. It'll be all A's.
Right, one second, Claudio. Right, the video I picked is C's Part 2, Revelation Around the Corner. So that's the video that's going to be playing in the background when you're talking.
Yeah, I don't even remember that one. C's Revelation. Cool.
You've got a pack of dominoes. That's what's happening. I just wondered. So you don't really need to do any work then, Claudio. There's no work to be done because if you're open, those balls are going to catch you on the way past.
It works like this. You will know. Everybody will notice. Why is that happening to me repeatedly and it's not going away? And then somebody tells them why. Because you have to fix you. And then they go fix themselves and then they get better. That's the way it works. The revelation of seeing the messages starts amplifying. I can see other people start seeing their own messages. You get it?
Mm.
It's not a race. Everybody wins. There's no finish line. Everybody just comes together.
Or those with eyes that can see will, won't they? I hear what you're saying, and I suppose everybody's going to be touched then, but there's going to be others that are a lot more awake than others, and I think those are the ones that will come forward. Because they'll know the change has happened.
Yeah, it's but it's not.
See, a lot of people aren't used to your world, Claudio, where there's no pain, no gain. It's all peace, love and joy. But most people, it's pain and gain, isn't it? Do you understand what I mean?
No, but I'm trying to tell you that I don't allow that in.
Mm. Yes, I know.
But if you don't allow it in, then it's not your world.
Yeah, I know that you don't, but I'm saying a lot of people live like that. So, need to look up at Claudio, because he doesn't let the nastiness in. No bad thoughts in Claudio's world.
No, yeah, but it's by choice.
I know sometimes you think, you go, sister. But I always I'm somebody if you put a door in front of me, I'll usually open it. Unless I feel I can't open the door for some reason, but I usually open the door. So I'm a bit more like you, but I see both sides of everything I do. Whereas you're not letting the other side in. Mm.
Right.
I want to ask you something. Do you think that you're a spiritual person, or do you think you're an empath?
And we've had this discussion before. Labels are very dangerous. Very dangerous. We're one. We're absolutely one, and we're in different manifested shapes based on what we've done in the past, karma, whatever you want to call it. But we're one. And stop labeling borders, lands, religions, languages. As soon as we realize that we're not a label. I am not that physical being that I see in the mirror. I'm a soul having a human experience. And the human experience shows us that with lack of love, we start making labels that create separation. So I'm part of one, sister.
Oh no, but I would say that I'm an empath. They're different. We feel feelings and all sorts of things.
But there is 7 billion different people here. Doing people's charts, you will see no two people are the same. So we have 7 billion different labels.
That's very true.
And then people want to continue. But we want to keep making, Anyway, I just want to go back to one love. And if everybody's loving, life is really good. And it's happening. It's happening in the streets. They're doing it. People are going there that I know personally and telling me, like I just said, they can't explain the feeling. It's like that loving feeling you've had in your life that you just want to melt into and be a part of your whole life. Well, what this age of Aquarius is telling you, wake up. Yes, you can have that.
I do quite like that idea. A lot of people think I'm quite in what do you call it, infectious, because I'm quite a smiley person. And if you go in a room and you're smiling, it makes everybody else feel happy,
Yes, you
doesn't it?
are.
If you go into a room, then everybody, oh God, I don't want to be here, and
Exactly.
you know, the other thing as well, Claudio, is just, you know, to be here making these videos and understanding what you understand. You're obviously a very clever person. Oh no, it's a label. Sorry, it's a label. But you are. You have to be to understand.
Yeah, I was blessed. I was blessed. Yeah, I was blessed to be able to accumulate stuff together from people, brothers and sisters who've had pieces to share, and I've been blessed with knowing how to put some pieces of puzzle together. Yeah.
And the other thing as well is that a lot of people don't seem to understand, which is in a lot of your work, is that even though they poo-poo astrology to us and make fun of it, and you get your little thing in the newspaper and it's all, ha ha ha, have you seen the stars for today? You know, they make it like that. They may have done that with crystals, haven't they? But really, they use it all against us. And that's how you can work this out, isn't it? Because you can see what they're doing by the astrology.
Yeah. Well, so I'm going to say this for the they thing, because, again, each one of our lives is based on what we animated for ourselves. So there's just some people in this world that will make money off of what's already going to happen to you, with or without the they. They're just sitting back and making money because they know it's going to happen, and we do this to ourselves. Right? So, yes, some of them did some things that they shouldn't have. Right? So, but again, it's a orchestrated spiritual event. We were supposed to experience this least amount of love. You can let go of it easier when you know that this was part of our experience. And every one of us has played one of these other parts in the last 2,000 years. That's where you got to start loving everybody, because, ooh, man, you had a tough part there. You had to play the part of the tyrant. So they still have their karma coming, but at the end of the day, we need to all be loving, because this was a human experience by design. It's in the stars. How can everybody's reaction and everybody, what they're doing is in the stars? The amplitude of it is up to you. If you are becoming more loving in every single way, the bumps in the road will be way less for you that are already predetermined for you. Proven this several times. So the astrology is for real. Those stars animate you based on your prior actions. That's the karma, that's the tax man. That's the sins. So it really becomes really easy. It really does. All we have to do is...
I don't think we came here to be punished. I know that that's what it's turned into, because everybody seems to be punishing somebody for something. But I don't think we came here to be punished. We came here to live. And maybe find your real love and stuff. It was about loving. That's what I thought. Anyway, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we're here to experience the true love. But staying on the wheel, when you drop from Aries into Pisces, we lose connection with love. And now we have 2,000 years of experiences. But it's only us that can take it out of it. And the only way you can do it is with images and vibrations. So if you want to jump into the wake, the only way you can get sucked into this Not the only way. There's no other way out because you're going to get into it. You're going to get into this vortex of one love, the love of the mother. I've been saying, using this phrase a lot lately, is that there was only you in those waters of your mother. There may be a twin or whatever, but I'm just talking about everyone else is outside. The mother is the only one that's wrapped around you. So there's only the mother in the sky. There's no father. The father is just the manifested portion. The father is always there, but it's the mother mainly.
Yeah, it always goes back to the mother with you, doesn't it, Claudio?
Well, but so does every field, though. The field goes back to that. When you study Ken Wheeler, the field goes right back to the soul, which is love. Only pure love. Love is not a noun. Love is not a verb.
Love is a feeling. Love is a feeling that. Love is a feeling that flows.
Love is a feeling that flows to the middle point where everyone meets in one love. Yes.
Oh gosh, we're agreeing, Claudio. Claudio, I love you. We're agreeing. Claudio always tells me off.
Because that's the beauty part. It's undeniable. Everybody wants to jump into that one love, and that's what's happening around the world.
Yeah, but you're not quite going to love the world like you love your wife, is it? There is a little bit of a difference, even if there is this one connection. You're not going to be loving everybody like you love your wife, are you? To a degree, but not full hog.
But you're thinking physical.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're speaking spiritually, of course. Stupid me. He's going to tell me off. He's going to tell me off again in a minute, aren't you, Claudio?
Smart you. I didn't have to explain it to you. You understood.
Yeah.
You're very intelligent.
I keep hearing that word lately.
Yeah. I keep telling
But you know what? I've been saying it to Mickey as well, because in all his life, all he's listening to is people telling him how thick and useless he is. That's all I did. It wasn't my children, it was my parents, it was the school, and all those things, they're irrelevant. And, you know, as I've got older, all everybody tells me is how clever I am. But that doesn't mean necessarily I think that. You know, it's hard when everybody's always been telling you how thick you are, that you don't still feel thick, even if people are telling you that they're intelligent. We live in a crazy world, don't we? We could be so much nicer to each other from the beginning. We start off as these babies. These babies don't start off wanting to kill each other, do they? They start off peacefully. They're absorbing everything they see, and then we turn them into these horrible things. And it's usually happened by the age of about 3.
Yeah, that's over. You can kiss all that goodbye now. It's over. You can let go of all those images. You can let go of all those thoughts. It's over now.
Are we getting a spiritual?
We win.
Are we getting a spiritual head rub?
More than you know. Look at in December of 2019 in my video that I made, I knew in October that the mother Isis, which is Eris in an astrology chart, was for the first time in 558 years moving into our head. She goes retrograde and direct almost every 6. It's little 6 and something months, and then 5 and something months. So she's been going in and out of our heads slowly and spending more time in our heads since 2019. So our heads are spinning. If you go look in there, you can see the head spins. I got images of it, and Kathy's laughing her ass off today, remembering those images that she saw them in that video. This is pre-coronavirus. We already knew that there was going to be a corona chakra cleanse. It's in astrology. Look, it's time-stamped. You go look in that video, you'll see all the different faces telling you that there's going to be a corona cleanse. And then coronavirus came out. So it's just astrologers. And some people just went the extra mile to try to make a little extra money and give you a placebo. So.
Yes, those damn placebos.
But they're spiritual placebos.
One second, Claudio. The video's finished. Hop just online now. Sorry about that. Stopping Claudio in full sentence there.
It's all good. It's all right.
We're on Mama's clock.
Modern technology.
Yeah, unfortunately sometimes. Trying to make everything look good for the video. I should have probably just left it on the adverts and let you finish. But
That's okay.
we haven't got the
think it was
longest today because I already told you offline. Yeah, I've got to take Mickey back for the train. So you've got like nearly, I don't know, 7-8 minutes to finish off, Claudio, and tell us. It's been good. It's been good catching up today because I suppose, yeah, we have to remember these things, don't we? We don't remember them.
Yeah. We have to live them. But just like Capricorn, okay, right now the sun is aligned with Deneb Algedi, and Deneb Algedi, the meaning of Deneb Algedi, if you just picture a mermaid, which is also Capricorn, half goat, half fish, right? We have to keep 1 foot in the spiritual waters at all times and 1 foot on the land. In other words, be half spiritual, half materialistic, because we're still living in a material world, but not materialistic, just, go with what you need every day. That's why the whole world is being quarantined, shut down. Spirit telling everybody to do an internal timeout. Work on yourself. We're supposed to go back to one love. What do you got to clean up? Who do you got to phone call? It's about the mother saving her son. So if there's somebody out there that you're not getting along with, know that they're not getting along in your life for a reason, because it's yours to fix. Go plant a seed if you can. If it's to do with something, if you can just do something in kind gesture that you would have done in the first place with that person. This is what it's about right now. If the mother didn't come back every 558 years to give us a wake-up call and then do the grand one here in the age of Aquarius, showing her love, then how can we not do that? We got to show everyone that we're the mother and we'll love anyone and anything. We successfully moved ants out of our trailer by taking them out 2, 3, 4 at a time with an oven baster and putting them outside and giving them things to eat outside. They no longer come in the trailer. They stay outside, and they built houses. You can see anthills. That's what's expected of us. Love all beings, all things. People are going to see animal encounters like they've never seen before, because they're getting their own personal phoenix rising. That's why the
I think I might have
revered.
to tell Jeep Girl and Anne to come over to you, because sometimes these beautiful women really struggle. They leave messages and they're heartbroken with the way things have gone. So I think, go to Claudio. Go and watch Claudio. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Go to Claudio. He'll put you on the right love track. Gotta remember those things, I suppose, don't we? But sometimes it's hard, though, Claudio. It is. I'm sorry, it is. Just because you got there doesn't mean everybody else has.
I get it, but I'm just wanting to give you it's no different than saying, it's really hard to bake some peanut butter cookies. No, it's not. Once you know the recipe, just follow it.
Sometimes you are right, though. When you go with the flow and you don't...
I just keep repeating the recipe. All you got to do is follow that recipe.
When you go with the flow and you don't think about things, you don't stop and think, and you actually do it, you have a much nicer time than all the worrying and the thinking.
Right, because now you're not in the moment. You're stuck in the material world. If you're in the moment, you're stuck in spiritual world, and you can see all the signs.
Oh yeah, material doesn't necessarily mean money. Well, you could say their world. You're stuck in their world.
When you look in the mirror and you look into the blacks of the eyes, you are in now, because you're actually thinking about those black eyes. That brings you in the moment. When you start looking at the picture of your face and how your hair is and everything else, that's not in the moment. You're looking at the material side of things. Even though you are in the moment looking at yourself, the true moment is when you look at the blacks of your eyes and know that that is pure love there. That's where pure love exists, in the black, in the center of the magnet, the black hole, where the true spiritual waters are. That's why we're here to observe the material world. And time to go back home to one love.
It's not about getting rid of the material world. I was telling Mickey about that. You can have it all. but it's the fact of the importance you put on it, and what's the most important. I mean, like you said, we live in a material world. We can't get rid of it. Without the material world, you don't have your camper van. But you don't put the important. It's really important you got your home. But okay, now it's not unimportant. But now you get on with what you really wanted to do. I don't know. You understand what I mean, don't you, Claudia? But yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying.
But the material isn't. We should bridge the
but
material.
I'm saying, don't be materialistic.
But people
in other words,
if you're into the material, that's your god almost. So money wins. Oh, I got a nice big telly, a big car. Oh, great, I love him more. But actually, you have to love what's inside yourself.
100%. But what's inside, and the outside of you is designed by you. So if it's not, now you get to design what's outside of you. And how do you get to design what's outside of you right now? If you want your whole world to be beautiful, just imagine that with love, without materialistic intentions. Because here's the other thing. Genesis comes after Revelation. The Bible is a circle. The Bible is the misinterpreted rendition of the Dendra Zodiac. It's a wheel. Because after Revelation, when we get Revelation, we go back to Genesis, and Genesis says the following. Man and animal enjoy their land together. They have dominion. But dominion is given back to the animals, and man must coexist with them. So think about that one. Because that's the material world that we should really be looking at, and that's Mother Nature. Not the materialistic ways of man, what he does with Mother Nature. So that comes too after Revelation. And Revelation is now...
Claudia, I actually sort of... remember I said I have to kind of go, and you're right in the middle of something. Yeah. But could we put a pause on this and then put part 2 to it?
Absolutely.
Come back and
Yeah, I was watching the time.
Yeah.
I was finished. It's okay. I just wanted to leave with that.
Yeah, you sound very wise today, Claudio. Claudio's wise. Anyway, we appreciate you coming on and and saying everything you've got to say.
Nice
and
to meet you, Mickey.
Mickey's just gone. He's gone to get some of his stuff now. But
yeah.
If I've got anybody struggling with how terrible they feel about the world, I'll just send them to your channel. Claudia has the love. Go to Claudia.
Just show him love. Just show him love.
Oh, I do, but I'm just saying, if you're stuck even more, just go to Claudio. That one's finished now, that video, so I think it's probably a good time to stop because I have to go down to the train station now. Claudio, we come back in a couple of weeks and continue this. Because people will go, oh God, it's finishing. They'll be going, I just was getting into that. That's what they'd be saying.
Yeah. Karen, if anybody's got questions, or if anybody that, I don't like using the word you did, but if anybody would like to join us and have questions and feel some love like Karen gives, we meet every Wednesday at 3:33 Eastern Standard Time, Metaphysics in the Bible on Zoom. You can find us on Facebook, Metaphysics in the Bible. And we go through all this. Because the Bible is nothing more than a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Well, thank you very much for that. You can also, obviously, when the video's out, put that in the comments if you want, and then hopefully people see it and so forth.
Perfect. Sounds great.
But I have to go from this hangout. Don't go yourself, Claudio, but because I have to leave the computer. Thank you so much again, Claudio. Part 1. We'll be back with part 2.
Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you, Claudio. Mickey? He says thanks, Claudio. I don't know if you heard that, but anyway.
Thank you.
Come and say, you didn't hear. Say again.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Take care, Claudio. God bless.
Take care, Mickey.
Take care, mate. God bless.
Ciao, brother.
Love you seeing you.
You too. Safe travels.
Love, love, love. Anyway, Claudio, we're not going right now, but we are from the hangout. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Claudio. Thank you, chat room. Mwah. Even though today's video wasn't the longest hangout I've had with Claudio, I had to take Mickey to the train station, so we kind of had to go. So, this video wasn't so long, but as agreed, Claudio's going to come back in a couple of weeks and continue this, because at least it's better than talking about all the crap that they talk about. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to Claudio really soon, and we'll continue this vein of conversation. Anyway, thank you Mickey, thank you Claudio, thank you chat room.